Hey guys, so I am here to talk about the Carolina Patriots game. Yes, that was so exciting. I might be a little bit under the weather, so I apologize if my voice sounds a little iffy or something. I don't know, but hopefully it lasts for the length of this video. But guys, what in the 2014 was that game on Sunday? It was very, very exciting. The Patriots won 42-13. Granted, it was Carolina. They're a terrible team. We should have won that game. But what people don't remember or what people forget is that when we had Tom Brady as our quarterback and we would play really bad teams, we would go into that game being like, okay, this is it. We got to win this game. There's no reason why we shouldn't win this game. And then we would lose or we'd barely eke out a win. And then that bad team would be all full of themselves and they'd go into the next game thinking like, oh, we're the best. We beat the Patriots. And then they would get the doors blown off of them in the following game and be like, what is wrong with the New England Patriots? So the fact that we went, or actually we won at home, which is like the first time since 2022 or something ridiculous. So we had like a 3-23 win record at home. Like we were bad at home. But the fact that we like went in at home and we stomped the doors off of a bad team instead of making stupid mistakes and losing the game or whatever. I don't know, because they have been just, it's been wild. But anyways, I digress. But it started out when the first quarter happened and Carolina marches right down the field. They score a touchdown, like first play of the game, right down the field, score a touchdown. Their kicker misses the extra point. And I'm like, oh, great. Here we go again. Patriots, 3 and out. Here we go again. And then Marcus Jones. He returns a kickoff for a touchdown. And that guy is insane. Like, I was listening to a recap of the game after the game because I like to do that. And they were like, most guys would call for a fair catch with that many players surrounding him. And that would have been the correct call because he was like on the 10-yard line. There's like 5 guys converging on him. Most guys would call for a fair catch, Julian Edelman included, which he did break Julian Edelman's record, and he is now the record holder for, I think, longest punt return or a certain amount of punts, something to do with punts. But that was like really, really neat to see him just take off and like hit guys, redirect, just score a touchdown. And that was what we needed. And that sparked the offense because if you look at the numbers, like, yeah, the point differential, you would think that we just killed Carolina, but Carolina had the ball longer than we did. They had more yardage than we did. They had more rushing yards. They had more passing yards. They were just better statistically, I guess, but we put up points, and that's what you got to do in the National Football League is put up points. And the second Carolina touchdown came in garbage time when Vrabel had pulled all of the starters and it was just the backups, but we are still sloppy. And that really frustrates me. Like, stop being sloppy. Don't play sloppy football. Stop getting penalties. And I know Mike Vrabel gets all annoyed when people bring up the penalties in his press conferences and the media is asking him about penalties. But, bro, you cannot expect to beat good teams if you're making like 7, 8, 9, 10 penalties. That's giving up yardage. And it's really frustrating. And just get it together and play good football. But what I did like is we played complementary offensive football on Sunday, and we were not forced into passing situations where we just had to airmail it, but it was like we were running the ball well. So then we're running the ball well. We don't have to go into these crazy throwing situations. And Drake May was 14 of 17. He only missed 3 passes. He did not have any interceptions. We didn't turn the ball over 5 times. Look what happens when you don't turn the ball over 5 times. Okay. But it was just like relaxing. It's like, yes, the game is in hand. Even if the defense is trash, like, we got this. And so it was a Marcus Jones touchdown that sparked the offense. And then the cool thing is that everybody who scored a touchdown, it was like a different person every time. It wasn't like Drake May was just relying on Hunter Henry, and Hunter Henry catches 4 touchdowns. But we had Travion Henderson, we had Antonio Gibson, and we had Drake May, 3 rushing touchdowns. Drake May ran it in. And then he did this Superman, and he made Carolina Panthers fans mad, but Cam Newton is one of his favorite players because he grew up in Carolina. So that was his homage to Cam Newton. And then he threw a touchdown to Hunter Henry. He threw a touchdown to Mac Hollins. We did not kick any field goals. Our kicker made every extra point. So shout out to Borregales for like getting it together. And see what would happen if people did what, or if like the player or the personnel would do what players wanted to do, and they wanted to just get rid of that kicker after the second game because he missed 2 extra points. And while I get it's frustrating, you got to like give him time to get it together. Same with Drake May and the offensive line. And boy, are those rookies good. Like, we finally might have an offensive line that protects the quarterback. And you see what happens when the quarterback is protected. All good things happen. And so we love a protected quarterback. We love a clean pocket. We love receivers that can get open. And it was just a really fun day watching them actually play good offensive football. I mean, the defense is still a worry. Gonzo was back. Christian Gonzalez finally comes back, and he was out there, and he's not in like game condition, but that was a good game to knock the rust off because he's a shutdown corner, and he's one of the best corners in the NFL, and we need that because we got rid of Jabril Peppers, and I think what's his face, Kyle Duggar is earning some more playing time. So just all in all, we need to still clean up penalties, but I loved seeing them protect the quarterback. Will Campbell is a beast. And when we took him with our 4th round pick, I was like, a left tackle? Why? I want a wide receiver. But Will Campbell, I love that guy. He's a beast. And I think when players start seeing that Drake May can play and he is good, I think we're going to start seeing more people want to come. And like Stephon Diggs he didn't have a touchdown, but he had a breakout game on Sunday because he had 101 yards. And he said he's a 5 out of 10 comfort level in this offense. So hopefully as time keeps progressing and things keep going, we get him more involved because he is a great receiver. And there are rumors that A.J. Brown is not happy, and he loves Mike Vrabel, and he's a huge Patriots fan. So, I mean, if we could get A.J. Brown on our team, that would be really exciting. But it's going to be exciting to see Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills because if you look at the stats, Drake May and Josh Allen are very evenly matched in the touchdowns they've thrown. I mean, it says they've only thrown 2 touchdowns each, so that had to have been before Sunday's game because Drake May had a couple touchdowns. Actually, fun fact, the only player in NFL history to have at least 2 touchdowns in a game, like in so far 3 games in a row, but I think it was 4 games in a row, is Tom Brady. So Drake May, if he throws 2 touchdowns in the next 2 games is going to break Tom Brady's NFL record. And he's in a league all of his own with like Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, like all these big name quarterbacks from when we were kids. Like Patrick Mahomes is in there. Patrick Mahomes is, I'm going to just shut my mouth on that one. But Drake May, he's good. And so it looks like Josh Allen and Drake May are pretty evenly matched. And honestly, if the Patriots don't make mistakes, they don't turn the ball over 5 times, if they don't, I don't know. I've been sick this week, so like my mind's not all there. I don't think they don't turn the ball. Oh, penalties. If they don't give up a ton of yardage on penalties and they don't turn the ball over and they don't shoot themselves in the foot, we could be like 4-0 or 3-1 instead of 2-2. So I know, Mike Vrabel, you don't like hearing about penalties, but dude, clean up the penalties and we're going to be even better. And if we keep this going and we don't shoot ourselves in the foot and we like figure out how to fast start and stay hot, or at least, I mean, Patriots back in the day used to start slow and then like beast mode in the second half. So if we can't start fast, at least beast mode in the second half. But it was really fun and really exciting, and I have no complaints about winning 42-13 on a bad team. You should have whooped them, and you did, and I'm happy about that. And Sunday night primetime football against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, and the Buffalo Bills don't have a great defense, and if we have a young team, so if we don't let our nerves get the best of us in the bright lights on a Sunday night in Buffalo, we could beat the Bills. Like, I firmly believe that. So it'll be a really, really exciting game, and hopefully we can carry over that 42-point magic on Sunday night. But yay, go Bills!